Welcome my top 10 people I would trust with my last slice of pizza. Please remember this is not financial advice.
Bitcoin has now reclaimed the 200-week SMA, the 21-day EMA, and even pushed above the 50-day EMA. But does that mean the correction is over? Or is this simply setting up one final liquidity sweep before the next leg lower? Let's dive into it. Although Bitcoin continues to reclaim important technical levels, I'm still leaning bearish overall. My base case is that Bitcoin first takes out June's lower high, trapping late shorts and grabbing upside liquidity before reversing lower to target the much larger liquidity pool sitting around $60,000 to $62,000. As long as Bitcoin remains below the short-term holder realized price, which is around $67,000, the broader downtrend remains intact. Rejection here would strengthen the bearish outlook, while a clean reclaim would shift momentum back towards the bulls. Bitcoin is now trading above the 50-day EMA, however the broader picture still favors caution. Funding rates remain positive, showing that traders continue to lean long, which often creates downside risk. Bitcoin is also still trading much closer to its yearly low than its yearly high, suggesting the larger trend hasn't fully recovered. Seasonality is another headwind. Historically, August and September have been among Bitcoin's weakest months, which supports the idea that any short-term strength could eventually lead to another move lower. Bitcoin's volatility index continues to hold an important support area, and if volatility expands from here, it could create pressure on Bitcoin. The dollar index remains inside its previous trading range, and it is currently positively correlated with Bitcoin. After a sharp decline, DXY could bounce back to retest resistance, which may also coincide with a short-term recovery in Bitcoin before the larger trend resumes. One additional event to monitor is BIP 110, with mandatory signaling beginning in 2 days. The proposal would temporarily limit non-financial data in Bitcoin transactions for 1 year. Minor support remains very low, making activation unlikely, so it could create short-term volatility if further discussions intensify. The bullish scenario is that Bitcoin continues holding above the 50-day EMA, breaks above the short-term holder realized price near $67,000, and turns that level into support. That would increase the probability that a larger recovery is underway. The bearish case remains my preferred scenario. Bitcoin sweeps June's lower high, fails to reclaim the short-term holder realized price, and then reverses lower toward the liquidity sitting around $61,000 to $62,000. Positive funding rates, weak seasonality, and price remaining closer to the yearly low than to the yearly high all supports this view. And that's why I posted on X. MVRV still hasn't entered the red zone, signaling bearish structure and capitulation risk. SOPR by cost basis band still hasn't printed a true deep loss spike. The absence of a deep loss spike suggests one thing: the market hasn't fully capitulated yet. This chart called Relative Unrealized Profit and Loss by Cohort has been a very good indicator of when to get into Bitcoin, and we still have some time before starting to accumulate. So what do you think? Has Bitcoin truly bottomed, or is the real capitulation still ahead? Let me know in the comments. Have a nice day, bye!